Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about fractions, more specifically about adding fractions and mixed numbers with the same denominator using models. To get us started, we have 1 2/3 plus 1/3. So here we have a mixed number plus the fraction. To make it a little easier, we know that in our mixed number, we have one whole, so that might be the easiest thing to shade in first. So we could shade in one whole circle with 3 equal parts. Then we have 2/3, which is 2 parts out of 3 equivalent parts. So we could go ahead and shade 2 out of 3 parts here. And then we're adding 1/3, so 1 out of 3 parts. So we could go ahead and shade in this 1 part out of 3 equivalent parts. And we've represented everything we have here in our addition problem. So notice that we have 6 parts shaded in out of 3 equivalent parts. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. And here, the 2 represents the 2 whole circles that are shaded in. So 1 2/3 plus 1/3 is equal to 2. So let's do another example. Here we have 5/6 plus 2 3/6. And here we have a fraction and a mixed number. To make it easier, let's just shade in the whole number first. So we have 2 whole parts shaded in as represented in green. And then we could go ahead and shade in 5 out of 6 parts. Doesn't matter which one you do first. You could do 3/6 or 5/6. So we're going to go ahead and shade 5 out of 6 parts. And then shade in 3 out of 6 parts. Here we only have 1 out of 6, so we shade that in, and then 2 additional pieces here as well to represent the 3/6. Now notice that in total we have 20 parts out of 6 equal pieces shaded in, and 20 divided by 6 is equal to 3 2/6, because we have 3 whole circles shaded in, so 1, 2, 3, and then we have 2/6 shaded in this last circle. So if we take a look at the fraction 2/6, we know that 2 and 6 both have a greatest common factor of 2. So we divide the 2 and the 6 by 2, and 5/6 plus 2 3/6 is equal to 3 1/3 if we simplify our fraction. So here we have another example where we have 2 5/8 plus 1 1/8. And again, here we have a mixed number and a mixed number. So it might just be easier to take our 2 whole numbers and shade those in first. So here we have 2 holes. Here we have 1 hole. In total, we have 3 holes, so we could shade that in. And then here we have 5/8, so we could go ahead and shade in 5/8 here. And then we have 1/8, so we could go ahead and shade in 1 out of 8 pieces as well here in our last circle. So in total, we have 30 pieces shaded in, and each one of these is split up into 8 equivalent parts. It's like having 30 slices left over. But we know that that would be 3 holes, as we see here, and then 6/8 as we see in our last circle over here. And we have 6/8, which can be simplified because both 6 and 8 have a greatest common factor of 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 2 5/8 plus 1 1/8 is equivalent to 3 3/4 when we simplify our fraction. And that's it for adding fractions and mixed numbers with the same denominator.